With us today, we have Lieutenant Mark Beard of the Special Investigations Unit in Corrections. Lieutenant Beard has been with the Sheriff's Office for 31 years and has worked both our previous jail and our current facility. Lieutenant Beard, can you tell us about some of the memories you have in the old jail located in the St. Charles Parish Courthouse?
When I first started, you walked around with a senior officer for 2 weeks before they would let you go on your own. I remember the officers were equipped with, you had 4 keys on a key ring and also a radio. That was the only equipment that you had. The jail, it consisted like the booking desk. You would walk in and it would have wired mesh and your booking area would be enclosed in there. They had 3 computers. Remember, there was no internet, you know? You had a copy machine, you had a doc matrix printer, and a fax machine. We housed property right behind the booking area. Also, too, is right across from the booking area, we had the kitchen. The kitchen was ran by 2 civilian cooks, and a lot of the offender workers would actually cook the meals and prep the meals. Also, too, we had 5 holding cells. 4 holding cells did not have any bathroom, so you would have to move the arrestees from those holding cells to the back tank to actually use the restroom. The night supervisor would be responsible for typing the daily inventory on a typewriter. Medical staff, we had 2 nurses that worked 7 days a week, and they were only there during the day. And at night, if something would happen in the facility, the supervisor would have to get in touch with the nurse or either have EMS come to the jail.
Right.
So, and one thing I definitely do remember that a lot of inmates would refer to the facility as the Hornbill Hilton.
I remember that.
Yeah.
From an employee perspective, what do you think really sparked the idea to the sheriff to build a bigger correctional facility?
One, you say old jail, that's what it was. You had a lot of issues in there, plumbing issues, a lot of things didn't work, specifically overcrowding, and then with your growth of your population, and then not only that, just to be in compliance with all the standards that is required. To build a modern facility with better surveillance equipment, and also to build a better facility where it's easy to monitor the inmate. Back in the old jail, you used to have to walk around, peek through doors and open doors to actually see the inmates, versus now the new jail where you could be in one area and observe twice the amount of people.
Is there anything else that you can think of that's important for the public to know, kind of where we've come from, how far we've come, that you can see in your 31 years, and you work nowhere but corrections,
right,
which is impressive in itself, because a lot of people like to go to patrol and do other things, but you've dedicated your whole life and your career to that facility, 2 facilities now. So in your opinion, what are some of the biggest changes and benefits to having a newer facility when we did this 25 years ago?
Technology. I believe technology, and like I said, I mean, the amount of surveillance equipment that we have in there, the way the jail is laid out, it's remarkable compared to where we were at, you know? I mean, we got body cameras now. We didn't have body cameras back then.
Right.
You know?
Well, thank you, Lieutenant Beard, for the memories and the insight. I'm excited that I got to share this with you, since you're the first person I saw when I came to work here, and I went to go work in the jail, and I appreciate your leadership over the 25 years that I've known you. And I really appreciate you giving the insight that you have with your 31 years here to share with the public and everyone else. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
The lessons learned inside the original jail walls would soon shape the next generation of corrections. To meet the new demands within the parish, a new facility was pertinent.